Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MIH. My name is Salusa Basquin, and I am inside of the Supervisor of Election with a very good friend of the community, Susan Bucher. Susan is the Supervisor of Election. And Susan, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks so much for being here.
I can count on both of my fingers, and I'm about to not have space anymore to say the amount of time that we've met and have interviews. This one is going to be a completely different one.
Well, I really am looking forward to that. We have a big election cycle coming up. It's a presidential election year, and we want to get the information out to every community.
Thank you very much. For those of you who are watching this video, it's very important that you pay close attention to every single step of this video, because this is more educational than anything. I want to make sure that each and every one of you who are watching this video know and understand how to vote. Si vous regardez vidéo ça, l'importance li c'est que nous besoin pour connaître qui gens et qui ça pour faire pour capable voter. Susan Bucher c'est superviseur département élection par boy ici dans Palm Beach, et nous pas voulu pour passer sur l'autre côté, et c'est en Palm Beach que les superviseur élection. Mais information que n'a ba ou l'important pour n'importe côté dans n'importe pays ici aux États-Unis, parce que et puis faut information ça yo match dans tous côtés. Et nous allons commencer avec premier bagage au supposé faire là où vin américain. Nous allons commencer avec premier bagage au de faire là vin américain. Et non seulement que ou doit remplir pour américain, mais là vin citoyen américain ou gagner une redevance civique pour capable voter. C'est son droit civique que lié pour voter. Ça c'est important pour nous prendre petit temps pour nous dire comme ça que en nous rendre tête nos services pour nous voter, parce que li aider communauté pas nous avancer vers l'avant. Susan, I was just telling everyone in Haitian Creole the importance of voting. It's a civic right to vote, and we have that right, and a lot of people have lost their lives for everyone to have the right to vote. What's the very first step?
The very first step is to register to vote. In the state of Florida, you only have to register to vote one time.
And to register to vote, this would be the application here.
This is the voter registration application. It's very easy to complete. If you've never registered to vote, you check the box that says I'm a new registered voter, I'm an American citizen, I'm not a felon, I'm not adjudicated mentally incapacitated, your date of birth, your driver's license number or the last four numbers of your social security, last name, first name, address, and we recommend choosing a political party, because if you're not a political party, one of the two popular political parties, you can't vote in a partisan election, a Democrat or Republican election, and then of course we need your signature. If you're a first-time voter and you're going to mail this in, the mailing address is on the back. This is Palm Beach County, and if you mail it in, we need a copy of a picture signature ID like your driver's license or your Florida ID to go in the mail with this. Once you complete this document, you will always be a registered voter in the state of Florida. If you move, you need to contact us so that we can update your address, or if your signature changes, you need to contact us, or if you would like to choose or change your political party, you need to complete this form.
Premier bagage wap gen pour faire, c'est remplir une application pour capable voter. Il y a voyons 4 barres ou l'on fin remplir l'application ça. Assurer que vous remplit toute information qui sur ça. Signature nous important en pile, parce que j'en signe sous papier ça, c'est qu'on ça va pas obligé signer jour à voter. Sinon vote ou pas compter. Et en plus, si jamais ou t'as changé adresse, l'important pour venir pour laisser connaître que vous changez adresse. L'autre bagage ou besoin pour connaître tout, en dedans là, ou doit choisir un parti politique yo. Si c'est démocrate, républicain que lié, sinon ou pas capable de voter dans l'élection qui gagne pour parti politique, sans groupe ça nous dit primaire yo, ou pas capable de voter là-dedans pour un parti ou non. Ou obligé de choisir un parti. Si vous regardez sous 4 là mon kounya là, ou regardez 4 ou elle marque NPA qui veut dire que ou pas choisir un parti. N'a dit comme ça que ou capable retourner dans superviseur élection pour venir faire même format ça pour capable changer ça pour l'offre changer ou fin remplir l'application adresse là en bas là ou prendre li ou voyer l'adresse ou bien on va porter le venir dans superviseur élection en dans Palm Beach là c'est dans coin gun club avec militaire lié gros building bel gros building ouais et tout à l'heure nous va voir adresse là sur écran garder pour après.
Okay, so once you complete the voter registration application and we receive it, we will put your information into our voter database, and within 10 business days, you will receive this document in the mail, and this is a voter registration card. And on this voter registration card, it will type out your political party. It will also provide you in this blank space with the location that you're assigned to from your home address to go vote on election day if that's what you'd like to do.
Et l'offre rempli application ça, ou pas gagner 10 jours après, on dit ça 2 jours, on va peut-être on 2 jours en plus parce que des fois on est un week-end. Pour capable recevoir 4 de vote. Mais si 4 là, ou après li, ou après non sur la marqué là qui parti ou et là dit qui côté ou capable à voter tout d'après adresse côté où habiter la bonne adresse côté pour aller voter. Là qui pris 5 ou capable à voter, du coup pour l'arriver pour capable présenter pour faire ça. Here's a big question. On the day of election, I have a voter's registration card. It tells me where I need to take it and where I need to go. What do I need in order to vote?
You do not need to present this voter card. You need to present a current picture signature ID. And in the state of Florida, you can present a Florida ID, a driver's license, a military ID, a passport, a student ID, a neighborhood ID, a concealed carry gun permit ID, a Veterans Health Administration ID, or any kind of government ID that has your picture and your signature on it.
Basically, one ID.
One
is
ID
all you
with
need.
a picture and a signature that's current.
Okay. Let us make certain that you understand. You only need one ID on the day of election. As long as you know what your precinct is, the card will tell you where you need to go and vote. So you cannot just show up on any, you can't just show up in the north end or the south end unless it is
Early voting.
early voting. So get used to that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is the MIH with yours truly, one and only, Salusa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are on HMI Buzz. This is the MIH. And with yours truly, the one and only, Salusa. My guest is Susan Bucher, the Supervisor of Election. We're talking election today. It's extremely important because we are right there in the backyard of the election. This is just a few days away. We need to make sure that everyone's ready to vote. Our community, we have a lot of votes in our community, a lot of votes. And we have a lot of potential voters who are not registered to vote. We want to make sure that everyone's registered to vote. We want to make sure that everyone goes out to vote. And we want to make sure that your vote counts. And that's why we're sitting here with the Supervisor of Election. She is very concerned about our community. She knows the amount of voters that we have in our community. HMI Buzz wants to make sure that your vote counts. And you know, the MIH, we want to make it happen. So between HMI Buzz, MIH, and Susan Booker, we're doing it together here. We're making sure that you understand what's going on. Earlier, we talked about voters registration.
Yes.
And now we're talking about the day of voting. If I walk into any poll location and my name is not on the list, I don't have an ID, what do I do? Do I walk out, frustrated?
No, you never leave a polling location. If you know that you're at your current polling location and it says so on your card, then you go in and you explain that you don't have a current picture signature ID. They will still give you a regular ballot. You'll go vote that ballot. You'll bring it back to the poll worker and they'll put it in an envelope and make you sign the outside of that envelope. It's called a provisional ballot. And that provisional ballot will be brought back to our office on election night, and we'll take a look and make sure that you're registered to vote, that you went to your current polling location, and that you didn't vote in any other manner, and we'll be able to open that envelope and count your ballot. So it's called a provisional ballot, so you never walk away from a polling location on election day without casting at least a provisional ballot.
Yon bulletin de provision, c'est un bulletin que ou obligé prend sous ta paraît dans salle côté pour voter, ou pas gain identification avec ou gain carte de vote là avec ou carte de vote là c'est pas un carte pour voter que les carte de vote là c'est un carte d'information que les qui informer ou qui dit mais qui côté pour aller voter ou doit venir avec une identification qui récent par exemple et si jodi là c'est 3 mai par exemple. OK? et puis ou paraître avec un carte d'identité qui expire depuis le 1er mai, il pas accepter. Mais ou toujours un droit pour demander pour avoir un bulletin provisionnel. S'il vous plaît, pigor quitter puis jamais quitter salle là sans pas demander pour avoir un bulletin pour voter. Pas jamais quitter sans pas voter. Qu'on y a là c'est pas le devoir superviseur élection hein, pour choisir et garder bulletin ça pour aller checker pour est-ce qu'on enregistré pour voter, est-ce que vous avez droit pour voter. As we move forward, we are now going to be talking about the early voting. We're going to be talking about people receiving their ballots at home, which we call absentee ballots. So we want to make sure that everyone understands. How do we move forward with first absentee ballot? How do we request for one? Is there a form that people need to fill out?
There is a form. We have a form to request an absentee ballot, and it looks like this. And it's very simple. You don't need any excuse to get a vote by mail ballot at your home. They'll come to you about 30 days before the election. The election this year for the primary is August 30th. And if you check on this form, this box that says all as permitted, then you will automatically get a ballot in the mail every election you're eligible to vote in for 2 general elections. So if you sign up today, that will count towards the 2016 elections all the way through December 2018. And if you give us your mailing address, we'll mail you a ballot. It'll get you in 30 days. You are required to vote your ballot and send it back to us in a sealed envelope with your signature. And once we receive it, we'll be able to open it and count your ballot.
Susan, what is the exact address here at the supervisor election?
Our address is 240 South Military Trail, West Palm Beach, 33415. Now we do send you an envelope that you must put that ballot back into, and it does have our address on it, and on the back of that envelope there is a location that you need to sign. If you do not sign that sealed envelope, we are not able to open the ballot and count that ballot. Very important. Now there's a place on our website, pbcelections.org, where you can check. You can go voter information lookup at pbcelections.org, and it will record whether or not we've received your absentee ballot in the mail and whether or not it was accepted. If it's not accepted because you didn't have a signature on there, you have until 5 p.m. the day before the election to complete an affidavit that's also on that website and get it to the supervisor's office before 5 o'clock on Monday, the 29th of August, and we can take that affidavit and put it with your unsigned absentee ballot, and then we can open that ballot.
Yon bulletin en absence, nous gen droit pour nous remplir pour lui. Ça y relè absentee ballot. Yon bulletin en absence. Qui veut dire que ou capable remplir forme ça que ou ap gade kounya là. L'on rempli li, ou voyez le by superviseur élection, dans 240 South Military Trail, dans la cour West Palm Beach, côté que vous capable prendre li pour vous voyer retourner ba ou qu'on y a voyer bulletin la caillou, ou kachita la caillou ou capable discuter avec toute la famille pour décider pour qui moun n'a voté, qui ça fait. Et ça qui est important dans le bulletin en absence, côté que qu'on y a toute une famille capable prendre décision ensemble. Et bulletin en absence une fois encore, puis gars oublier, l'or fin rempli forme ça. Vous voyez bulletin ba ou avant voyer le retourner. L'or fin fermer bulletin, il y a un espace en bas là qui côté pour signer sous lui. Tant pris souple puis oublier pour signer parce que sous pas signer, il pas qu'à compter votre. Et puis oublier qui jonte signer premier fois signer. So premier fois signer, l'on rempli pour 4 de vote là, même façon de signer, c'est même façon pour signer sur bulletin en absence. Parce que si 2 signatures ça pas match, il pas accepter vote là. So c'est important pour nous connaître ça. It's important to sign the same way you signed when you signed for your card.
That's very important. Sometimes we see that you've signed really pretty with cursive writing, and then when you sign your ballot, you're printing, and it looks nothing like your signature that we have on file. And if your signature doesn't match what we have from the time that you registered to vote, we can't count your ballot.
And tracking Tracking your ballot. You just said something.
Yes.
Could you go over that again? Because a lot of
Yes.
people probably just went right
Yeah.
above everyone's head. But I want to make sure that everyone understands what is the process in tracking. After I send my ballot in, how do I find out if it's accepted, if it's not accepted?
You can go to our website at pbcelections.org, and you can go voter information, click on that, and then go to voter information lookup. And it's going to want your name and your date of birth, and it will bring up your voting records, and it will indicate whether or not we've received your ballot back in the mail and whether or not your ballot was accepted. If for any reason your ballot is rejected, there will be a reason why. If it is because you didn't sign, then on that same web page you'll print a affidavit and sign that affidavit that needs to get back to our office before 5 p.m. on Monday, August 29th for the 30th primary, and you get it back to us, we match it up with your unsigned ballot, and we can count your vote.
Si jamais bulletin que vous voyez yo pas accepté li, ou pral connaît parce que ou aller sur site superviseur élection que Suzanne fait ce banou là, l'on arrive sous li, al checker, garder la dit mais qui gens ont voté, mais qui façon te voté et mais si vous acceptez si vous pas accepté. Et si vous pas accepté, il y a bonne raison faire ou pas accepter. Et là où raison ça ou bien doit toujours pour venir en dedans et bureau superviseur élection ou sinon capable faire ça online pour remplir format et pour vous le retourner. Songez bien que pas jamais rester pour nous pas connaître si vote nous en pas compté. Assurer que nous connaissons vote nous compter. If I come in and vote, say early voting,
Yes.
and I signed and differently than the way that I normally sign, and my vote is rejected as well, can I find out in advance?
No, the law only allows for absentee
For
ballots
absentee
that are not signed.
Okay.
It does not allow that if your signature doesn't match, that you can complete an affidavit.
Okay.
It only says that if it's not signed. So you have to be careful. Your signature is your ID.
Okay.
And it's very important that you always sign in the same way that, for business purposes, that you would sign. And so I want them also to know that you can order an absentee ballot on that same website, completing the form on the website if you're not able to come into the office. All of our offices are open from 8:30 to 5, and we have one in Palm Beach Gardens, one in Delray, one in Belglade, and one in West Palm.
My signature have changed over
Okay.
the past 4 years.
Well, then we would need to update your signature on a voter registration form so that when you sign in, whether you're voting by absentee ballot or you go to an early voting location or you come on election day, your signature needs to match what's on your ID and what we have. Your original signature from your voter registration might be 20 years old. So if your signature has changed, it's very important that at least 15 days before the election, you sign a new voter registration form and update your signature so we can count your vote.
It's ironic that you said over the past 20 years. Over the past 25 years, my signature have changed about 5 times. And I know that many of you who are watching this right now, your signature probably have changed over time just as much as mine have changed. The last change in my signature was not one that I made or created by myself. It's just one that I realized that have happened over time, and I did not pay attention to it until the last election. And because of the things that happened and my knowledge of the importance of voting, that's when I'm getting to, I'm like, wait, let me pay attention to how I vote. So if my signature have changed, can I come in and sign differently before the election? How many days before should I need to update my signature?
You can do that. You can either print out a form on our website, or you can come in and re-sign an application. You must do that 15 days before the election. And so that would be on August 15th for the August 30th primary.
Let me take this time to explain a little bit to you real quick. Your signature can change easily. If you are facing any kind of medical problems, high blood pressure, blood sugar, your eyesight, some muscle tension, if you've gotten lupus since the last time that all these things have affected your joints, and they will change minute things in your signature. So you need to pay attention to your signature before the election and make sure you show up to the supervisor election. Bon point c'est pour m'expliquer nous même cap garder qui pour nous comprendre en créole. Importance et bulletin en absence là et importance signature nous les nous voter. Les nous voter bulletin en absence là permet que nous travailler ensemble en famille. Ça nous avons expliqué déjà. Mais signature nous sous bulletin ni en absence ni les nous viennent voter et early voting il dit que avant jour date pour nous voter hein. Signature nous important en pile. Jean nous te signé première fois nous te prend carte de vote là, nous devons signer même genre. Signature nous capable changer dans petit temps qui s'est passé. Et si signature nous changer, nous capable venir dans superviseur élection pour nous venir faire demander un changement de signature. Qu'on y a pour nous capable up to date. On the day of election, what do we expect? Well, first, early voting.
Early voting is going to start.
How many spaces?
We have 15 different locations geographically located throughout Palm Beach County. And if you have not requested a vote by mail ballot, then you will receive this sample ballot in the mail about 30 days before the election. Not only does it have your polling location that you're assigned to go on election day, but inside here, it's going to give you the 15 locations that will be open, the times and days. So look at the bottom, and this is going to be the early voting locations. It gives the locations, their address, and the times that were open.
And definitely one of the main location that you need to keep in mind is 240 South Military Trail. The supervisor of election down south, the supervisor of election up north, and your community library. They will be on here so you will know. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the MIH, and with yours truly, Salusa. HMI Buzz, Salusa, and Susan, we brought to you election 2016. We hope that you have learned something today, and we can move forward with that. Susan, is there anything else that anyone would need to know about the election to get ready?
Well, I just want everybody to know that our job is to provide ease and access to the citizens of Palm Beach County so that they can cast their democratic right to vote. And there's 3 easy ways. You can vote by mail, you can vote early, or you can vote in person on election day. You need a current picture signature ID. I'll see you at the polls. Thank you.
Phone number?
561-656-6200. 656-6200. We have individuals who speak English, Spanish, and Creole. I can't wait to get your call. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the HMI Buzz on MIH. This is the MIH on HMI Buzz. We're doing it together. HMI Buzz, MIH, bringing the election to your front door.